of the fun things that Holly and I both really enjoy doing with our books is including Erie in our stories. Now, I'm a transplant to Erie. I grew up in New Jersey, and I lived there for quite a long time, and then moved to Erie. So I'm a transplant to Erie, and they call it Dreary Erie, and there's all these other things, but I
never call it.
I have always loved Erie. It was, for me, it was a wonderful place to raise my son. It's got really neat, we've got Presque Isle, which is this big state park, and it's a peninsula that goes out into the bay.
We have some of the best, and we've been rated as some of the best freshwater beaches.
And some of the best sunsets. Best sunset. You will probably find a sunset I know you'll find it in both Holly and my books, and probably in quite a few of them, because it is such a big deal, and they really are beautiful. And someday we'll take you on a trip to see one of those beautiful sunsets. But
and I've done it since the beginning of my books. My first series for Silver Romance was set on Perry Square, which is a real park in the middle of Erie. It's 2 blocks. It's all wooded. There's a gazebo. There's a stage.
Yeah, they've redone Perry Square since Holly originally wrote
those books. Have gone to just multiple countries, and there is something so cool about knowing someone sitting in France is reading about Perry Square. And one of the manga books that came out last year, which are the little cartoon books, was set on Perry Square. So I'm going through it, I'm like, oh, there's my bay. And it's such a thrill for me to know that somebody in France is reading about Erie because of my book.
Yeah, it's also fun. I actually sometimes get emails from readers who lived in Erie but moved away and were very pleasantly surprised to read about Erie, and because they didn't realize it when they picked up the book.
And I've had actual people come to Erie. A good friend lived in Texas and had read all my books and said, I'm coming up to Erie. I want to see this for myself. Do you have time for coffee? And we ended up spending a couple days together while she was here.
And it is. It's beautiful, and it has all kinds of things around it as well. I mean, we have vineyards just outside of Erie.
Some great wineries. We've got a really hoppin' brewery scene now.
The microbreweries. We've got a lot of microbreweries.
So if you like to drink, Erie's a good place to come to.
Come visit.
Don't drive drunk. I'm just going to put that out there.
She's not driving drunk now. I can promise you that.
But yeah, so we've got a lot of that. The other thing I like, a lot of my books are actually set out and around Erie.
Yep. And
even if they're not in Erie proper, they tend to come for at least a visit.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a property, if you follow me on Facebook or anything, you've seen my cottage, and we've been working on it the last year. So from my door in town to out in the middle of the county, we've got Amish neighbors, just 18 acres, and nobody can see us from the road kind of property. It's 40 minutes. Yeah. So I can go from 40 minutes in town with all those big city amenities in a little city.
And you don't even have to go that far, actually, to be in farmland. 10-15 minutes outside of Erie, you're in farmland, which is really awesome. I've used the library, I think, has shown up. I had a heroine who makes beach glass jewelry, which we actually have that.
The bayfront.
There's the tower, the Centennial Tower down there. But it really is just a really nice place, and it has some aspects where you can get that small town feel, even though it's a bigger city. So we love Erie.
And if you've never been to Erie, check out a book, because we'll take you there.
We will, and we'll take you there on some of our Trippin with Holly and Susan as well. So stay tuned for those.